from Discord, but not the stream itself. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Can hear you in Discord.
Greetings.
I can hear this. I can hear this. Oh God. I can hear myself now.
Oh, check the stream.
Showing, let's try that. There we go. We have microphone output now.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, being confirmed that we got microphone input. I apologise. They can see you, by the way. What's wrong with the overlay? Right, okay. I will sort that out in a moment. It's no big deal. I can sort that in a minute. Right, good evening. I will sort that out in a moment. Right, yeah. Good evening. Welcome to another stream. I apologise on that bit of a rocky start, but yes, we managed to get it sorted out because I lost my microphone input. Now, today is going to be a interesting session because I'm going to be DMing today, and I'm going to be DMing a Strahd campaign where it's going to be different, and the players managed to coax me into it, and we've got 5 players today, and let's see how they react when they're in a bit of madness and I don't know what they're doing, but yet they are so far away from removing the curse of Strahd. Let's get.
Oh, so creepy. It's brilliant.
Let's get into it. So, I've just got to sort out my overlay very quickly before we get into it because it's showing the wrong characters, and we want you to be able to view and see. We want you to view and see which characters are playing what and how badly hurt they are. Because
Excuse me.
all fun doing that. So now I've saved that. If the mods can just check my overlay is correct now, that'd be much appreciated. And
Let me refresh.
Should have 5 players today.
Yep, that's changed.
Perfect. Now
Yeah,
that is
we're all good.
Working very well. And welcome to the stream. If you're new today, I appreciate you coming and watching me today. So, without further ado, let's get in to another session of Strahd. Oh, it's a bit creepy, isn't it?
I love it.
Definitely
It's not that.
adds to the
I'm more
effect.
worried about the 10 million HP Strahd.
Right. He dies in 1 hit if you feed him a chicken. It's one of them Final Fantasy
What?
bosses.
So, ready. So, under a raging storm clouds, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the ancient walls of Castle Ravenloft. The vampire Count Strahd von Zerofich stares down a sheer cliff at the village below. A cold, bitter wind spins dead leaves about him, billowing his cape in the darkness. Lightning splits the clouds overhead.
Sorry if you heard that.
God, Joe, we're trying to be professional.
Casting stark
I am
white light across him. Strahd turns to the sky, revealing the angular muscles of his face and hands. He has a look of power and of madness. His once handsome face is contorted by a tragedy darker than the night itself. Rumbling thunder pounds the castle spires. The wind's howling increases as Strahd turns his gaze back to the village. Far below, yet not beyond his ken, a party of adventurers has just entered his domain. Strahd's face forms a twisted smile as his dark plan unfolds. He knew they were coming, and he knows why they have come, all according to his plan. He, the Master of Ravenloft, will attend to them. Another lightning flash rips through the darkness, its thunder echoing through the castle's towers, but Strahd is gone. Only the howling of the wind, or perhaps a lone wolf, fills the midnight air. The Master of Ravenloft is having guests for dinner, and you are invited. So, you all gather together, but you do not know each other at the moment. You're in a bleak tavern. Let me just get it up on my screen.
That sound is sketchy, man.
It sounds very sparkly as well.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't know how, but it sounds sparkly.
Thing is, if I do this, you'll see it on the stream. Hang on.
I'm trying not to look at the stream.
Yeah.
No.
I've got D&D Beyond open
So,
and your stream open. But
so to a party of adventurers like yourselves, you see yourself in a dull tavern in the middle of arse end of nowhere. You all have your own reasons why you're here, and inside this wonderful tavern, it is bustling with entertainment. Basically, people are happy. They're having their drinks. They're just getting together and they're enjoying themselves. How loud is that coming through to you? Just question.
it's fine.
Loud enough.
Fine.
Loud enough.
Can I afford to turn it down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for me you can anyway. I've already turned
Yeah.
it down to about halfway.
Right, I'll turn it.
Yeah,
I'll turn it
that's
down
good.
because it is quite loud in my ears.
Okay.
Right. Oh god, I was so prepared for this. Now I've lost it. One moment.
Take your time.
Tell you what, let me get the book up on my main screen. Because at the moment I'm using a tablet and it's not very practical. Give me a moment while we set up and then we'll get sorted out.
Oh, let me change my picture on Roll20 to me. There's a lot of things to choose from. Forgot my name.
Because then I can use the find option then. Right.
Quite cheery music, isn't it?
So we're what? Like, just done the intro. I've just finished my first go round. They're going down a bit too quick.
Oh, pardon.
Um,
Better out than in.
Why am I so bad at doing this? Give me a second.
It's all
I've
about
lost
the
everything.
practice.
Oh, well, it's not practice. I had this all set up. I've lost it. Spare me a moment.
Oh,
Technical issues.
Teething problems, Dan. Teething problems.
The monkey's uncle is that tavern scene that I wrote. I literally wrote it. Right, let's go off the top of my head. Right, so you're in a bustling tavern. You've been travelling for days, and you're trying to get yourself acquainted with the area, because, like I said, you all have your own reasons of being here. You got yourself the barkeeper's all happy, serving beers and ales and wine all the way around, and you've got a bard playing music in the corner. People are getting merry and having a good time.
Oh, excuse me. Woo!
Yeah, people are having a really good time. So,
Dance, milady.
as you're walking around the tavern, so a lot of you have got quite high passive perceptions. You notice that someone stands out in the corner of the tavern, literally by a table on his own, and he is sat there with a bunch of cards in front of him, and he's looking at you, each and every one of you. You don't break eye contact for a few minutes, and he's literally basically staring you down. What do you want to do in this tavern while you're in here?
Drink.
I'll probably have a glass of drink I'm pretending to drink and standing in the corner observing everyone.
Drink many ales.
So
Just smiling.
as you're observing everyone, you do notice this guy is staring you down. It's like you're in a club. You're in a club and you're being eyed up by a bloke.
I'd walk over and pull off a chair and sit down.
So, in front of you, you see a well-dressed gentleman. He's dressed up in the best garb that you could probably imagine. It's all silk and embroidered with gems and encrusted with jewellery. He's got jewellery all over his body. He is a human, and he's definitely male. And he says to you, "Good afternoon, ma'am, and welcome to the table. I'm here to give you your future, and I take it I got your interest."
Well, you seem to be interested in me the way you're staring at me across the room, so I just want to see what you have here.
I have the future telling cards that will help guide you to where you need to go. If you are unsure about your future travels, then what best not ask a gentleman that can tell the future by a flip of a
And how much is this future going to cost me?
For you, my lovely lady, free.
Oh, I see. Why not? I look over my shoulder.
Sorry, what did you say?
You pay me.
I pay you.
He pay me to tell my future. I don't believe in this bullshit.
I'm going to turn back and go, I was here first, so away you go. I'm not going to do an accent because I can't.
No ale for you then.
No, not nonsense. I think this table's got enough chairs around us for 5 people. Come join. You come join and then enjoy the spoils of the future.
Quick question.
Ale
How-
first.
Is he saying that loud enough for other people around the tavern to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. My character is probably chatting to some people off in the corner and hears this and probably wanders over like, future. Sits down.
Okay. Hang on a minute. I've never had so many maps open in once. I need to move the token to the very end. Hang on a minute. There we go.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
So in front of you, you see a table with 5 cards laid out exactly like this.
I see not a thing. I need to rejoin as player. I forgot.
Dangerous game that be.
So you were seeing the numbers, were you?
Sorry? Huh? What?
You saw more than what you should have.
No, because I'm technically the GM of this game and I've made you GM. I still have control of everything else. I've got to log back in as a player to move screens. Otherwise, I've got to move myself. No, you got time for that.
Noob joined.
Right, you saw it?
Yes. Ale first.
Someone get this man an ale, for goodness sake.
God darn it. Ale first.
Ale will come. Hang on, I can hear myself.
Person coming through the mic in the background.
You sorted. Right. No, Ale will come. Don't worry, my friend. So, as soon as he says that, he's just gonna start talking about these cards. Because, are you familiar with the word Taroka?
No, but it seems like something I used to play in my childhood. Donkey Mon?
I'm sure it has a similarity to it. But nonetheless, this here will help you, guide you to where you need to be, find the things you need to find, and help you venture where you need to go. So, let's see what the future tells you.
Hey.
Yes. Right, so first of all, the first card as I look at on the west side, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And as I flip this over,
Ooh.
Oh,
it's the wizard.
Magic Man.
Look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek. I hope people are writing notes.
Hang on, I'm just going to Google Docs up.
I didn't quite hear what you said.
I'll repeat, don't worry. So the wizard is, look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek.
Just a side note, I've just re-logged back in as a GM to make a group notes handout.
Oh, cool.
I haven't done it yet because Firefox is slow as shit.
So look for the wizard's name on the lake, if I heard correctly.
Yes. So look for look for a wizard's tower on a lake. Tower.
Oh, tower.
Let the wizard's name and servant guide you that which you seek.
Yeah.
So what was that?
Here you go. We should all have group notes now.
Oh, sweet.
So Sean, let the wizard's name and servant guide you to that which you seek.
But why would I search for a wizard if what I seek is at the bar over there?
But is that truly what you seek, my friend?
Right now, yes.
But will that get you what you need? And as he does that, he flips this card.
Oh.
This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. The trader, interesting. Yes, look to the wizard of wines. In wood and sand the treasure hides. Oops.
Is this ringing for anybody?
Nope.
What do you mean?
Is this sounding necessary to anybody?
You never know what's necessary.
So, this is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of pure sunlight. The tax collector.
Oh no. My worst nightmare.
Say that again.
Um,
Exactly.
This is a card of power and strength.
Okay.
It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of pure sunlight.
Oh.
And the tax collector is interesting because it talks about the Vistani have what you seek. A missing child holds the key to the treasure's release. I'll copy that into the thing.
Thank you. Sorry for being a slow writer.
No. It's
Oh my
fine.
god, fucking hold on. I hate Firefox right now.
This.
I am copying it into the group handout as quick as I can.
Lovely.
Oh, someone else is doing it as well.
I've just been waiting for him to put it in chat and then I've just copied and pasted it.
Okay, so the Southern card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. He flips it over. Oh, the Raven!
My eyes go wide. Like, now this is interesting.
He
Are
pulls.
you some kind of feline?
Yes, I like
He pauses
eat birds and fish.
and
You
looks
just
directly at Penumbra and goes, "Oh, the Raven. Interesting." So
As she smiles, the smile just really extends up, like really creepily.
Joker-like.
Yeah. Do you know how the Grinch smiles at the beginning, like that sort of thing?
So you need to find the leader of the feathered ones who live among the vines. Though old, he has one more fight left in him.
Find the leader of the third ones.
And then finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness. I can see this. Whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. Oh, the seer.
The Vistani have what you seek. A missing child holds the key to the treasure's release.
Yeah.
Was that from the tax collector or from the trader?
Tax collector.
Tax collector.
Okay.
So yeah, in the paragraphs it goes one, wizard, trader, tax collector, raven, now the seer. So the seer is interesting because he's actually waiting for you in a place of wisdom, warmth and despair. Great secrets are there. Copy.
I've wrote. If anyone wants to edit the notes, because I might have missed a few bits and pieces.
I've literally just copied and pasted what he's copied and pasted in.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's in the right order, but
Yeah, that's in the right order.
I feel like there's something missing from trader though.
No.
Doesn't look long enough.
Wizard of wines and wood and sand and the treasure hives.
No, I think that's pretty much it. That was all that was said.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Trader says, in wood and sand the treasure hides. Then one says, a missing child holds the key to the treasure release. I think they're talking about the same treasure.
You're very perceptive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So
I hold it high at my strength.
So to To a party of seasoned adventurers such as yourselves, what you see is but another dull tavern in another dull town in some nameless province. It is but another span of time between the challenges of true adventuring. Outside the tavern, a fog lies over the town this evening. The damp, cobbled pavement glistens as the lights of street lanterns dance across the slick stones. The fog chills the bones and shivers the soul of anyone outside. Yet inside these tavern walls the food is hearty and the ale is warm and frothy. A fire blazes in the hearth and the tavern is alive with the tumbling voices of country folk. The kind gentleman he's just read your fortunes. He turns around and says to you, well, I hope this was helpful for you, but it appears what you're seeking is guidance, and so he points to the wizard and he goes, so these cards here, the wizard, the trader and the tax collector, as he points to him, are all the items you seek to help. Then he points to the raven. He goes, this here is help from someone. And then he points to the middle and he goes, this is the someone you are here to fight. And then he goes, I think I'm done, because someone is here to see you. And as soon as he says that, suddenly the tavern door swings open.
Pure coincidence. Anyone could have been walking in.
And the tavern goes silent. Damn it, I lost my notes.
Come on, where is that music?
Suddenly tavern doors swing open and a hush falls over the room.
I'll stand up. I said, where is that music? I was enjoying that. I'll look over towards the door to see who's interrupted my...
Creepy laugh I heard then.
That's just some random woman in the background laughing. Yep, right, so framed by the lamp-lit fog, a form strides through the doorway. His heavy, booted footfalls and the jingle of his coins shatter the silence. His brightly coloured clothes are draped in loose folds about him, and his hat hangs askew. Hiding his eyes in shadows, without hesitation he walks up to your table and stands proudly in a wide stance with folded arms. In an accented voice he says, I have been sent to you to deliver this message. If you be creatures of honour or damn it, Daniel, adventure, you will come to my master's aid at first light. It is not advisable to travel the Svalish woods at night. He pulls from his tunic. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, if you're all sat at the table, I'm stood up, and you can probably just see me like mocking him in kind of like arms folded and me. That sort of face.
Yeah, my character would just give you a quick tap and just be like, "Get it out. It's not funny."
He stopped the music.
It's not going to make it go any faster if you mock him.
As you two are arguing, he pulls from his tunic a sealed letter addressed to all of you. Every single one of you, in beautiful flowing script.
I'm just going to dart in front and everyone and just like there to wait to take the letter.
He drops the letter on the table.
Careful! That letter might be poisonous.
Careful, she might just rip your hand off.
Yeah, might take a finger.
Take the west road from here. Some 5 hours march down through the Svalish woods. There you will find my master in Barovia.
Okay.
Amid the silent stares of the patronage, the gypsy strides to the bar and says to the wary barkeep, fill the glasses, one and all. Their throats are obviously parched. He drops a purse heavy with gold on the bar. With that, he leaves.
I'm going to look at John's character and go, there you go. You've got your drink. Wasn't so hard to be patient, was it?
It only took 30.
The babble...
I wouldn't even know what the perception of time would be in Would it be like 30 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
I'll tell you what, I'll take
The
the
man.
earphone
Go
off
ahead,
if you
Dan.
want to talk.
Mocking the
interrupt you
man.
There's
Mocking
only one
the
man.
men.
Save your quickly type if you want to interrupt.
You know, there is no arrogance here.
There was only one man mocking someone here.
The
I was
babble,
trying to stop the mocking.
the babble of tavern voices resumes, although somewhat subdued. The letter is lying before you. The seal is in the shape of a crest you don't recognise.
Excuse me there, dragon fellow.
Yes.
Do you know what this symbol is?
Do I? Do I recognise it?
Yeah, what type of shape?
Can I make a check?
That's the symbol.
Pretty.
That is a pretty symbol.
History?
History. 19.
Ooh, nice.
So you're quite knowledgeable
Thanks.
in the fact of myths and history of the lands. This one seems to be a bit interesting. The seal yourself is of the Barovian rulers, so that looks like to be part of the Barovian rulers of the areas that you've been told to travel to. So it looks legitimate, but you're not quite 100% sure what this is about, and you're not quite 100% sure who that is really for.
Who it's addressed to, or who the crest is for?
The crest is for.
Okay.
Who's it addressed to is all of you.
No, I just wanted to make sure that's what I took it to be.
And it names us, right? Like individually.
Yes, individually names you.
Right, so that creeps me the hell out. So
Yeah, pointing one draconic claw at this crest. That is this crest of a Barovian.
You can call it royalty.
I wanted to, but I couldn't think of a different word.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, so
Equivalent to royalty. This should be taken seriously.
maybe I shouldn't have mocked him then.
Yeah, I told you. Bad
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't have some waters
They
to
all
thirst
do.
you, so feel bad.
This is why you should think before you speak. That is your
Technically,
capable
I
of
did
it.
not speak, but
So, who wants to open it?
I'll open it.
oh,
Hold on.
Now, why you say that? Why are you saying it like that? Oh,
Hold on.
I'll check for traps.
No, hold on. You said there was names on it.
Yes.
Correct, John? Can we just look at the names and just see who's around us and check that everyone on the letter is present?
Well, that is my name. I am Penumbra.
yes, Wolfgang. That is definitely my name. I know not much, but I know this is my name.
That is mine, although they've missed an R out. Again,
Oh
they
dear.
always do this.
How would one say your name? Ambaris.
Ambris.
Ambris. Gotcha.
You've
And
got
you're Penumbra.
Penumbra, yes.
And I'm sorry. There's no way on this planet I'm going to. Kithara. Kithajra. Kithajra. You confused me with the J. Kithara.
Kithara.
got a bit of a lisp to it.
Oh, look at that! I even nailed the accent. Kithara.
And
And then there's
It just rolls off the tongue.
there's Amara as well written on it as well, which is the
Amara.
another tiefling. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We have two tieflings. What? So we haven't really
now.
Are we
I was
going to
literally now
introduce
about to do
ourselves?
this. Yeah. So.
Okay, okay.
Yay!
So since John is so eager to go start, would
Yeah.
Wolf like to start?
Yeah. Well, describing myself.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are
So,
you?
I'm a 6'2", male. A male. Okay. Let's see. I got long brown flowing hair, a bit of like a medium-ish wispy beard, brown as well, bit of grey coming in. I'm in my early 30s, already got that grey coming in.
Yeah.
Quite tanned, and it dressed like a normal peasant, I guess. I'm not dressed up for the occasion. Just got like normal clothes on, little purse down my side, you could see like a bit of a start of a tattoo coming up the side of my neck, like really shit quality. And like attached to like I don't know, like a belt is like this long maul. Almost looks like if I wasn't like built the way I was, I'd definitely be knocking glasses off tables with it. He's like quite like well built. He's not like fat, but he's like like that fat, muscular. That sort of look. And his name is Wolfgang. I did have a surname, and now it's gone.
Surnames.
Yes, I even did surnames. Wolfgang Reinhardt.
Oh, I should have told you that because I've got that written in front of me. Look.
I am a barbarian, just in case you can.
In case we could not tell.
Could not tell that this 6'2" big brick shithouse wandering around asking for ale every fucking.
Have you ale?
Have you ale? I would like some. Oh shit! I just
right.
dropped my ale.
All right,
What
Penumbra.
have you done?
Okay, I've got a little bit of a. Hang on, I'll read it quickly. You see what you believe as an elf. She's about 5'8", pink pale skin, so not very ghostly white. She's just pale. She has long pastel grey hair, inky black eyes. Her eyes are completely black. She has many piercings and many piercings, but she has scarification marks, which are on her eyes, one on each eye, going from the top of the eye down. Corners of her mouth to elongate her creepy smile, and tribal scars on her arm, all of which have been stained black. The shadows on her body and clothing always seem deeper and darker than shadows elsewhere, and shadows seem to follow her and reach out to her when she passes them. Her own shadow silhouette, when you notice that the silhouette has been cast, like you see her full silhouette, that is, it's got a mind of its own, and it's moving and turning, so it's a bit like Peter Pan sort of thing. On the left side of her head, she has a very long fey-like ear poking through, but her right ear, even though it's pointed, it's been cut and shortened, like she's done it herself. She wears black leather boots, fingerless gloves exposing her thick razor-sharp fingernails, almost bone-looking, so you don't know if it's her actual bones that have been sharpened. A lot of body modification sort of thing she's got going on. Form-fitting trousers, a modified straight jacket as a shirt.
Whoa! What?
Yeah. All adorned with belts and thin chains. She has some sort of black metal necklace with an anatomical heart-shaped ruby in the centre tucked under the collar. And she's just like very, creepy looking. Constant smile on her face.
Live for it.
She wants to go after that description.
We're not in room.
I don't want to follow that.
When we're in an in.
When we're in an inn.
When we're in an inn, I'll drink.
You're starting to sound drunk already.
But no, it's just my action.
Who wants to describe themselves next? Because I'm not throwing that one up.
Alright,
What?
so the tiefling there is just staring down Wolfgang. So
I already feel very threatened by this tiefling.
Coward.
Oh, shucks.
he is
Good. Yes.
quite a what are you, tall? Quite a tall tiefling. Horns? Yeah. Very horny.
Oh. We like our tieflings horny.
Why does that joke always have to make its way into things?
With
Because you
dark
play a tiefling, you're definitely...
with dark hair. Literally, just bringing up the token so I can see it. You got purplish hue to the skin, with tattoos on the face, like the picture. Oh, okay, you can quite clearly see tattoos up her arms, both arms. Quite well dressed. The manner towards Wolfgang, it's not to everyone.
You only got one chance to make good impression, first impression, whatever the saying is.
I don't believe in impressions. Unless it's the one my mom makes on someone's face.
Okay, not impressed, right? Yeah.
This is brilliant. I love it.
I like this already. It's going to be
Yeah.
fun.
So, hi, that'll do. Emperor is.
Okay. My turn then?
Yes.
Go,
for it.
go, go.
Okay, what you see before you is very clearly a dragonborn. But you're not sure of what colour. He has distinctive gold and I forgot what colour it is.
Bronze?
Copper.
Bronze?
Brass.
Copper?
Gold brass colourings.
Okay.
Both one eye is definitely a golden eye. The other is definitely a more of a bronze eye. And they have a very long tail. They also have a somewhat ship's captain-like coat. Very
Very
much a
fancy.
no, as in like a very almost formal but more functional coat to them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ambrose.
They've got very little jewelry. They have horns, not horny though. They have horns, and yeah, definitely very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Dapper looking?
Not dapper, but definitely formalish and scaly. Yes,
Scaly.
More well dressed than most of us.
probably. Yeah, he's also got a book hanging off from his hip, as well as a dagger or two.
I hope you realise I'm going to be asking a lot of questions about that book.
It was a spell book.
Has that book got pictures in?
Yeah, literally. So what does this
Also-
do?
What
Yeah,
do?
He's also got a cat on his shoulder.
Ooh.
But unlike normal cats, this one has wings,
Oh, okay.
and it's very much just looking around, keeping an eye on everyone.
What an unusual looking cat you have there, Ambrose.
It's also the cat isn't a female, Ambrose is a male. Clear distinction, and just in case I forgot. And it's feeling spooked by the elf. Spooky elf. That's it.
Spooky elf. You can call me Penumbra,
Sure.
and I am not an elf.
Then what are you?
I'm gonna go up to them very slowly and whisper. My voice is very whispery anyway. But
If you
she
come
goes,
too close, he'll definitely put a hand out, just like that's close enough.
not too close. but
Social
she goes,
distancing. 2
yes,
meters
social
apart.
distancing. But she go, Shadow God.
Huh?
And then she
I've
just
never
pulled back
heard of
all like,
this.
oh. Good.
Would
Not
I have
very
heard of
common in the
that?
parts I come from.
Would I have heard of that, John?
John?
Not John.
Oh,
Dan.
Dan?
I don't know why I'm asking you, John.
No.
Okay.
Because it is a weird,
Very weird thing.
yeah.
Like
Okay.
a light in here. Yeah.
And that's it. That's all. That's all for Ambrose.
So I'm just looking at Mark. Do you want me to introduce what you look like? Because he seems to be here now.
Yeah, he's currently typing in roll 20.
Yeah.
Pardon.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Oh,
So, Amara is a male tiefling. Quite obviously a tiefling because the horns are quite proud, and you see that they're well maintained. You see he's got shaggy black hair, and he looks like he's got neck tattoos. Yeah, if you you see neck tattoos on his neck. He's draped in metallic armor. He has a shield over his back, as well as a mace, and he is draped in some sort of holy symbol. You can't quite tell what it is, and he's about 5'12", 11. You're right, and he looks confused, but yet he's listening to every word that you're saying. So, you've all been dragged to the table. The gentleman that was just read your future has now put the tarot cards away. He's smiling as he does so. The gentleman that has just dumped the letter has disappeared, and whoever has the letter in their hands has the letter in their hands.
I kind of don't want to be the first person to open the
I was going to be the first one to
shifting
open.
my eyes around to see if anyone opens it first, and then I'll follow suit.
So who's opening the letter first?
Me.
Are you showing it to everyone, or are you gonna read it to yourself?
I'll have a look first. Well, if I'll have a look first, and then I'll share it to everyone else. So yeah, I'm sharing it.
Yeah, okay. Why is that not doing it? Ah, stupid thing. Right, letter. Show the players. Show. Seems to be written in quite
that-
nice script.
Kuthara, by the way, I think she was meant to whisper. Yeah.
no worries.
No
Let's do
worries.
/W first.
It's just /W, yeah. And then their name.
Don't worry, we've
No,
all
you
done
did
it.
/me.
Oh,
You did /me/W. Well, looks like that.
/me is to talk like as your character, and /W is to whisper
what's
to
that?
you.
Yeah, so all you need to do is to do. So if you want to do it secretly, it's down /W. If you don't want to do it secretly, you just don't do the /W. Do the /M, E, and then what you want.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay, are we all seeing the letter now?
Yeah, I'm reading through it now.
Oh, okay.
Slowly.
I'm just going to quick read. I'm going to copy that and put it in my own notes.
So, hail to thee of might and valour. I, a lowly servant of Barovia, send on honour thou thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana, has been affected by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows if thou shalt not answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Kolyan Indurovich, Burgomaster.
What's with the weird link on
Oh.
Irene?
So Amara,
that's for me.
Amara has blackened skin with pale white-coloured eyes.
Oh, yeah, that's just reminded me. Ambrose is quite tall, 6'5"
Yeah,
I think I'm the
Dragonborn,
shortest.
Dragonborn are tall.
okay. Here we go, that's the handout. So, yeah, that's it. Campaign over.
Oh, okay. See you.
Game.
So
Ooh,
you've
okay.
literally just been met. You've had some weird stranger read your fortune, and you had some posh, rich gentlemen come in and throw a letter at you, and you don't know who he is, but he knows who you are. And a couple of bar wenches bring over some drinks to your table, courteous of this gentleman's generosity.
That is my first concern. How do they know our names?
There's many magics.
We didn't.
that can
Yeah, we
determine-
didn't know each other's names. To be fair.
Penumbra
many
is very
magics, like-
concerned.
Yeah, Ambrose will say there are many magics in this world that can divine the future. It's quite simple to define someone's name.
Okay, you make me look stupid.
It's not that hard. My very big, strong friend.
Like we're all going into this together, are we? May I make a suggestion that we watch each other's backs? Just in
Well.
case.
Oh, I'm gonna be known as a big dumb brute now. Anyway.
Now you'll be the one where you surprise everyone, write all notes, and then when people don't know what you're talking about, you're like,
He
yeah,
put
yeah,
his
yeah,
little
this-
spectacles on.
I'll have you not street smart. I have a 1 in wisdom.
Wow,
Amateur.
I'm not far off. I have two.
Yeah, same too.
I think I have street smarts. But
I have
I am my
both.
backstory, my background rather. Let's have a quick looky.
To be fair, I'm just a muscle for money.
My intelligence had to make up for your stupid.
Yeah, my strength
I
will
like-
I'll make up for
I
your
like this
weakness.
I like this one. This one's good. This one's a smart one.
Do you know, like the Telltale Games?
Yeah.
Says up in the top corner, Wolfgang will remember this. And then next time we're in a fight and we're all being surrounded, I'll just drop my mace and my maul and just be like, I'm out, you can handle yourself.
See you later. So, are we going to look for this wizard's tower on the lake?
Why not? I came here for fun. Found fun. Let's go.
Oh god.
I can live with that. Well, actually, I wouldn't be doing much living if I'm... Shut up.
Top
You'll get
bets
dead.
right here.
So you taking up his offer?
I think we should. I definitely will be taking up the offer.
Oh, you will as well.
Hey, they've mentioned... I'm pretty sure they've mentioned some sort of payment.
They have.
So I'm in.
Cool. Yay. Map,
Oh,
map,
God.
map. Zoom out. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I just had a lot of cream. Oh,
Far right.
that's
That-
horrible.
So I'll ping you to it.
That map was very blurry for a second.
Yeah, it was. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
That's
because it's
just
such a
massive.
big map. Have you seen it? Jeez.
God.
Yeah.
Barovia.
I don't
Balrulvia.
think I've seen a hex map though before.
Sorry.
I
So
don't think I've ever seen a map that's done in hexes before.
I think a lot of the module scale maps like this are hex maps. I'm pretty sure the one we used for Lost Pines was hex as well.
Really? I thought it was square.
you take open the doors to the tavern and step outside to a very miserable day. It's dull, misty, and stormy around. You hear thunderclaps in the distance.
Glorious day.
It is quite loud, and it's just so. You remember the mystic telling you take 5 hours walk. No, you didn't. The mystic didn't tell you. It was the gypsy that told you. It was 5
The
hours walk.
gypsy.
And where the raven is, that'll be the group, basically.
Oh whoa! I had to like really find
Yeah,
where
it's
that was.
really blurred out. Yeah,
I can't see it.
I'm
I've
pinging
zoomed
it. I don't know if you
right
can
out
see
on
it.
the map. Yeah,
I have
you have
no
to zoom
idea.
right out.
Right side,
Oh.
Sean.
There?
Yeah.
You see it?
Oh, I found it.
So
That is tiny.
we've got 5 hours worth of travel. So what I'm going to ask is for people. So let's go with. We'll start with Wolfgang.
Mhm.
I like how you've used the Raven Queen logo for that.
You'll get
Someone's
used to.
disconnected.
Yeah. I think it's Mark.
Oh,
Mark's back, by the way, if it was him.
Yeah, it was
Right.
like instant.
Yeah, in and out. So I tell you what,
nice map.
we don't need them cards anymore. Let's get rid of them.
Cool. So I nearly pressed that then.
Same.
Right.
I've been wanting to press them since I first saw them.
That's
I've
also
been
same.
resisting the urge.
Let's have a for Wolfgang. Let's have a D12 and a D8, please, added together.
Absolutely. There's my 12. There's my 8. 6.
So as you're walking along, you notice a foot trail that cuts through the wilderness to your left.
Okay.
Can you do anything with it?
I'm going to point it out to the party. Does anyone travel these parts?
Don't think so.
I was just wondering if anyone has had any experience around here. Know if that would be a shortcut or not, because it looks quite...
Unfortunately, no one here has been here in Barovia.
Do we continue, or would we like to investigate this new pathway?
Oh, hold on a moment.
Why not stick to the main pathways?
That's what I was thinking, but just in case anyone else had a more
We
I
we
thought
don't
I
know
had
where
something
we are.
that-
We don't know where
adventurous
we are.
find. Yeah, if we at least stick to the main road, we can get to where we think we need to go.
And if there's an
We should
ambush,
stay
or
together.
if there's some form of
No.
danger in these woods,
This is
at least
me.
we know that we'll be able to see it first.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
No, we're just going to continue on with the road.
Okay. So
Everyone agreed?
you carry on for another half an hour. And, Penumbra, can you do me a D12 and a D8, please?
Sure. D12. D8.
So 9.
9.
9.
9.
It's a bit silly. It's not in alphabetical order. Stupid thing. Oh, it is. So, as you're walking down the road, Penumbra, you noticed a little twinkle in the grass on your left side.
Um.
So you find something on the ground as you look.
How far away is it from me?
Literally off the path. It's about 2
Just-
feet.
Oh, she ain't gonna resist that.
It's shiny.
It's shiny. Yeah, exactly.
PHP.
She's just gonna wander over, not get too far from the group, and go, "Ooh, shiny," and go to pick it up, whatever it is.
Okay, roll a d100. I'll give you a
Fuck.
bit
Oh.
as you get closer.
Yeah, as she walks over, Ambrose will cast dancing lights and just light her path up a bit, just to
Okay.
be safe.
So you see what appears to be a music box in the grass.
Oh, that's cute.
No, that's just creepy.
You pick it
No,
up.
Oh,
I'm
really?
creepy.
I think it's quite nice.
You're both creepy.
Yeah,
Also, we've lost Mark
you,
again.
you pick it up.
I pick it up.
Okay, so as you look over, it's a small music box that seems to be very well crafted. Because of the size of it, you probably think it's gnome or halfling created.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. That worked.
Yeah, that's what I was like. She's gonna pick it up.
Do you open it?
Sorry, was it? It's no more. What did you say? Sorry, Dan.
So it's a tiny gnome crafted music box.
Oh, a gnome crafted music box.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look all round, so there's nothing on there, like anything suspicious.
It's beautifully crafted, and you can't see no signs of foul play or anything like that. It just looks like a general music box.
She's gonna open it.
So as it opens, it subtly plays a song you dimly remember from your childhood.
Oh,
Whatever that wants to be, it's up to you.
she's just gonna stand there, with her head tilted, smiling.
There you go.
This is lovely.
You have a gnome music box as a trinket.
My first trinket. Okay, I'm gonna put that in my
Pocket.
inventory.
Yeah. Okay, so now another half an hour goes by, and I will roll this one. $13.
You get your
Ooh.
teeth fully.
Ha! I would, wouldn't I? Oh, I would, wouldn't I? Oh no. Where are you? Just bear with me a moment while I set this up. I'll tell you what happens. Oh, do I have it? I don't think I do I?
You'll be alright. Bar rot VR. All you can hear is this beautiful little while she's just walking. Like, she's walking with you playing this music.
Where's the wolf? There we go. Right.
I just realised, Ambrose, why is it always the creepy ones that wander off and scare people later?
Food for thought.
In the distance, you hear howls coming from the distance. It's getting closer.
Oh,
It
sounds like
to have-
home.
It appears this
Seem
land
to
is
have
home
found people.
to many
Yeah,
wolves.
animals.
Their howls at the moment too close for comfort.
I put my music box away, and I look
Oh,
at
wait.
the big guy.
Dan, you not share screening?
Yeah, I should be.
It's stopped a while
it's
ago.
ended?
I
Yeah.
thought you did it.
Oh, right.
It said it cancelled.
Hang on,
I
let's try
thought you
again.
turned it off intentionally.
No.
God, I need to pee.
Yeah, run quick.
We'll make sure you don't die.
On the
If you
toilet.
want to
God.
hear the background noises, yeah.
Dial.
No.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mum's talking to me.
So go on Discord. Right, so you need to go.
It's not working for me. Why is it not
Yeah,
working?
it's just on an infinite
Go.
loading.
Yeah.
Go there. Where
But
it's light
I shall
cannons.
look at the big guy and say,
Click on there. Left click.
I think we should get ourselves
Why is
ready,
it not
don't
doing anything? Let's
you?
have a look. Put past mouse.
I think there might
let
be
me
other
watch.
ways around this.
I don't know. I'm having technical.
You end it. I had a thing that come up that said
Hang on. One moment.
Uno momento.
Uno memento. The sound. Only the stream can hear the sound. Right. Share screen. God, I wish I had.
You wish you had your things.
Yeah.
Nah, still doesn't seem to be working at the minute.
How do I change? How do I change areas? Code settings.
Ping is very high at this minute,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm trying to look to change. Let's try that.
gone
Not-
down.
Tell you what, let's do this. I'll be back in a second. Right, I'll ping. What I'll do, are you on the map, yeah? So let me do this quickly. Damn it. You should have been moved to there. Yep, okay.
Does.
Right, I'm back on now, yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Right, let's try this again. You.
I can smell toast.
Why can you smell toast?
No, not that. No, I'm having a stroke. It's
I
fine.
was going to say, sign of a stroke, innit?
Why is this not working?
Oh, it would break the day we want to use it.
Yeah.
Worked fine when we tested it yesterday.
It did, yeah.
Worked fine earlier, and now we want to use it.
Well, it's really cool. Hang on, I'm waiting endpoint. I've lost everything now. Yeah.
Oh, you've
There we
lost
go.
this door.
There we
Don't
go.
tell me this
We're
is
back
happening
again.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I just got kicked out. I couldn't hear anyone or anything.
This is annoying.
I'm going to try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Yeah, on Friday, during Mark's game, we completely lost.
Discord went down. Their
Yeah.
was it anti-DDoS system went down. So their whole system went down on Saturday or Friday. Can't remember.
Friday.
Friday. That's the one.
Why are you not working? Because you're a pain in the bum. Let's see if that does that now. We got anywhere with it yet? No.
Can't hear anything.
Maybe it's Sirenscape being a pain. Let's try that. Boy. Thing is, if I do the screen, I wonder. Let me try something quickly. Let's load Sirenscape up again. Bear with me a second. Apologies.
Technical difficulties.
They are always bound to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, always when you want them to.
They're unavoidable.
Let's share a screen. Let's see if this works. Screen 2.
I've literally got like my Twitch
Go.
all the way over, so I can just use the chat. 'Cause I don't want to
Let's
spoil
see if
it's
this
anything.
working.
works. Let's see if this works.
You can see it.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
No.
Would help if I actually went on it.
No.
Nope.
You can see it, but can you hear it?
No.
I can see it, but can't hear it.
Damn it. thing, right? So screen.
I don't think it does audio if it does screen share.
Right.
I think it's got to be the app share.
Let's change the app then to that. Change.
There
Now,
we go.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
right. Nice.
All good in the hood.
Yep. Howling and all.
That's what you were supposed to hear.
Ooh. Oh, oh,
That's nice.
I love that.
Mm.
Right. So you are moving across the path, and you heard the howls in the distance. The howls are getting louder. They're getting closer, and there's a lot of them.
You know, I like wolves.
Really?
Yeah, there's something free about them. They work
Well-
great in a team.
The hell is that?
Apparently we have demons and shadow monsters as well.
Oh, it sounds like home. I like this place.
I want to go home. Ready.
They also make great families. Wolves.
Do they?
Ambrose is going to look at you like, what on earth are you talking about? And he's going to peer at you suspiciously.
They always work in packs. They're
spotting?
usually all friends.
Are you
Yeah, I'm with
Just because they are
Tiefling.
animals does not mean they are not families.
They also make really lovely cloaks.
Yeah,
She's gonna grin.
I agree with
Fair.
Kithara.
Yeah. Okay.
what are you actually doing?
I'm joking, big man. I'm not going to hurt a puppy in front of you.
I'm just gonna
We're
keep
continuing.
an eye out for these
Yeah.
wolves
We'll continue
as we
walking.
keep
You
walking.
continue walking, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
You make a skin from those, and I'll skin you.
I think that is the only time me and Kathara have ever agreed on anything.
I'd rather not get my clothes dirty.
Yeah,
That's
so yeah, skin a wolf. You'll have two of us skinning you.
A quick question: how rainy is it, and how windy is
Very.
it?
Fairly. It's quite
Okay,
windy
so
already.
if something was flying, it would have a bit of a difficulty.
Yes.
Okay, that changes my plan.
Okay, so you'll continue walking. As you're walking, the howls and the growls are getting quieter. They were getting closer
Finally.
as you were you stood around trying to listen and trying to figure out and discuss what's happening. But then you decided to carry on walking, and now they're getting a little bit further away. So, let's say, Amberus, I'd like a D12 and a D8, please, as you
Yes.
travel for another half an hour.
Numbers.
So 9 plus 6 is 15.
Yep.
But
Yes, it is. Not what I was saying yes to. So, 15.
yes, so go to the cog at the top right.
Tuck yourself in, Wolfgang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it? Cool.
I've got
That's the one at the
trousers
bottom,
on,
yeah.
thank you. I'm not walking around in like the typical barbarian diaper. I am fully clothed.
So as you're walking down, Ambrose, you get a quick whiff of decay, and you notice you find a corpse to the side of the road. Roll a d6 for me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yep. There's a corpse on the side of the road.
Yeah, Ambrose is just going to call out, hold for a second. There's a body on the side of the road.
Oh, interesting.
Ambrose will go over slowly, and just gently kneel down, and try and turn it over.
That was good timing, that was. So as you check over the corpse, it appears to be of a man but it has been torn to pieces by what you can assume wolves, because they're around the area and they look like wolf marks.
I believe he may have been eaten by wolves or killed by wolves.
Can I come over and investigate as well?
Yeah, you could.
Is there any checks we need to do?
I'll be
Need to
there
do.
as well.
I'll
Should
kneel
be very
down and I'll
interested.
just run my finger around the marks.
Yeah. Whilst he's doing that, I'm just going to do a quick look around of the actual body, as if like, has he dropped anything? Was there anything there or whatnot?
So you could roll an investigation because you're looking.
8.
Anyone else wants to
Oh.
investigate? They can do.
I
Yeah,
would like
I'm
to.
not great with investigation.
I'm not.
So 15 for me.
I'm not great either, to be honest.
I got a +5 and I rolled a 3.
She's just basically looking for any personal belongings.
So as you're looking around him,
Oh.
You rolled twice.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
so Amberus. Well, to be fair, everyone sees this. There's plenty of tracks around that looks like paw prints, and there's a lot of them, and they all look to be around this one corpse, and this one man is shredded, and you can probably tell he was not well off, because he looked like they're rags, tatters, and you don't see no coin purse, you don't see no personal belongings as of such. He was shredded, basically.
Oh dear, nothing to remember this poor soul by. Never mind.
Okay. So you travel for 2 hours. Another 3 hours left to go. As you're travelling down the road, the weather does not seem like it's lightening up anytime soon. It is horrible. Right. I like. So you travel for another half an hour. I like Kafara to roll me a D12 and a D8, please. Yeah.
Yeah, whilst this is happening,
Mhm.
I think Ambrose would be trying to talk to Penumbra as much as he's unnerved by her. He's just asking, so what is a... I forgot what she's her race is again.
If you're doing the
Shadow.
one dice, you just click on the D12.
Yeah.
You don't
He's
click on the
going to be
two,
asking
you
about
just
her
click on the
race, and
D12.
if she's not an elf,
D8.
and she's classed as a... whatever she is, what is it,
Okay.
what is she?
So that's a total of 12.
Is she a sub-race of elf? Or is she entirely separate to elves?
That sounds
just-
like an insult.
How dare
That's-
you?
Then he would... If people started taking offence to that, he'd be like, well, there's sea elves, there's high elves, there's wood elves, there's drow.
Those are the... Oh, drow.
a D6, please, roll a
They're
D6.
just fans
Yes,
of
please.
us, that's all they are.
Is
We
it like
are-
you're the original goth and they're like the
Yeah.
tag-along goth? Yeah.
I would definitely say so, for really.
That's not bad.
uh,
It's actually not a bad thing.
she'd be very,
Yeah.
very happy that you've asked. But she will say...
Let them have a chat.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Cathara's rolling.
That's all right. No, you carry on.
It's okay. But she will say, we are an offshoot. I've got notes, by the way. We are an offshoot from elves many, many hundreds of years ago. But we are servants of the Raven Queen.
Mm.
I am from the Shadowfell. Normally,
Put on Jim
we
there. Fuck.
we are kept. I don't care. They keep to themselves. We normally keep ourselves in the darkness, but I'm more of a
Free
like
spirit?
a little bit.
Blah.
Yes, we are devoid of emotion, but some of us still.
You don't seem devoid of emotion yourself.
No, that's why the Raven Queen favours me, and she stands there like a child, like just wishing back
Smug.
and forward. Yeah, all smug. She likes it when I deal with the beings of this realm, as I have a bit more emotion than some.
Looks like we might have a problem.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. So as you're talking and walking, Kafara,
Uh-oh.
you're walking down the path. the fog is atrocious. You don't like, it's very hard to see. It's kind of like it's almost darkness. But it's not going to stop your view. As you're walking down, you notice in front of you appears to be a walk straight out of the storm. There appears to be a hungry direwolf, literally licking his lips, looking right at you, snarling, wanting to have some play with you. So, can I just ask quickly? I've just dragged you on the map, right? You should be able to move your characters now and put it in the order you would be walking in. I would probably say, let me just.
I'll probably say where I am actually.
Just draw the edges.
Standing somewhere over here.
So I'm just going
Standing in line, but not too close to the.
Basically.
I can't say it. Wherever she
Cathara.
is, I can't say it.
Penumbra.
No, race.
Oh. Shadar Kai.
Shadakai.
Shadakai. Ambus will be standing not too close, but close enough to have a conversation.
Is it shift click to get the character sheet up? Yes, it is. Got it.
Alt click for me, but
Yeah, I've got a pet mouse in my inventory.
Sorry.
What?
just got a pet mouse flopping around in your sack.
So
Yeah.
Why
You just
have
run
you got
around.
a mouse?
I think it's from the urchin background.
with that,
Take
I'm going to
cards.
get everyone to roll initiatives because he
Yeah.
is charging me. So, how you do initiative? is you click on your token.
Yeah.
Make sure you then go to
Oh, come
D&D
on.
Beyond. Then click on the initiative button. So there should be initiative. There should be a dice come up.
17.
Oh, look at Penumbra going.
Right. Once you clicked on it, your roll 20 should then trigger.
Everything okay there, Mark?
So there. Yeah. You clicked it once and left click. Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to? I left it.
Yeah. So then go to your the roll 20. There you go. Normal roll. Submit. Oh, 19. Nice. There we go.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
So now you've got your turn order here, you see. So what I'll do is I'll then go and set that, and that'll be in order. And then we'll go through the order, and then you can do all the actions that you need to do. All right. It's better when you have more screens, because then you can have. Okay. So everyone's rolled. Nice. So let me sort that out. Ha! You're first. You're first. So each one of them squares is 5 foot. Okay. So I'm going to go and help you out here because you're new to this. Yeah, I know, but you've got some little things over here you can use. So that there is a measuring stick. So you click on that, and then you can hold left click where you are, and then drag like that. See? And that gives you an indication of where you are.
Move
And in
forward.
order to move,
No.
nice. See,
You're not supposed to be looking at this, mister.
I can see everything. I don't even need to be at your screen. You can do, yeah, if you want to. You just move forward a little bit. If you really want to do it. So you can move 30 feet. Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to click on the arrow to move your character. There we go. So you can click and drag, or you can click an arrow. Use your arrows if you really want to. Yep, that's 20. Yep. Then you should be
Wow.
within 20 feet.
You've got a dynamic lighting going on.
And
there.
if you want to do that, you click on cast basically. Yeah, that's it. And then if you go to the main screen, if you've clicked that already, there you go. See, you've just done that there. Let's see now. What you do is you click on this here, and that'll roll your dice slip. Oh, that's
Whoa!
What? Why is
That's that is not damage.
no, that's not damage. Don't worry. So
No,
now,
I know.
So now I'm going to go and see how much HP it's got to see if it does fall asleep.
I hope it's got less than that.
It's red, but it's because one of those falls as a 1.
So, Kafara, you pull out your arms and the arms illuminate. As they illuminate, the tattoos illuminate, and arcane energy comes out of her hands. She says some arcane words, and the wolf sits there and shudders a little bit. It was in mid howl, but then it stopped, and then it snaps out of it and it starts growling. Unfortunately, that did not work.
Ah.
So you've done a 20-foot movement. You have 10 more feet movement to do if you really want to, or you can do a bonus action if you have anything as a bonus action. For spellcasters, if you've cast a level spell, which is what you have, you can cast a bonus action cantrip if you wanted to. If you had a bonus action cantrip, which I don't think there is any, is there?
There's a
some.
couple.
A
The
couple.
clerics
There's
are the most.
Yeah. So I don't
Very
think
few.
you have any bonus action spells, in my opinion, with your class. It will tell you. So if you click on the bonus action tab on D&D Beyond, yeah. So you got your actions. So just scroll up. So if you go actions, then you got bonus action, and then if you had a spell, so that's your bonus. You could do that as a bonus, but it's a level spell, so you can't do that. All right, cool. So unless you want to move 10 feet back or 10 feet away from someone, you can do, because you have 10 feet of movement to do. Right. With that said, yeah, retreat. Penumbra, take the stand.
She's going to use her full movement and go, don't worry, I'm not just going to skin him, but I'm definitely going to have to put this puppy down.
As a bonus, as a free action, can I put my fist out as she walks past it? Like, fist
Or
bump?
you
Fist
fucking...
bump.
Oh, I thought he was going to knock me
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
like just fist bump.
Bit
you know,
of flavour.
like,
Go for it. Yeah, go for
You
a bit of
got it.
flavour.
I think she'll walk past, but you'll see her shadow's fist bumping your shadow.
Hey, that's cool.
Hey.
Not walk past, she'll run past. And then she's going to attack.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor puppy shakes head shut side.
Now he's just had a nice smack.
Oh, yeah, 21
Bad
hits.
dog.
And
then bonus action. No. Yeah, because we haven't got extra attack, have we?
takes the damage.
Yeah. And then bonus action, unarmed strike again.
Okay. That hits.
And 7 bludgeoning.
Yeah,
So she's
takes
gone
it.
pop, pop.
You take a nice chunk out of it. It growls at you. But the growl is not of a wolf growl. It is of some sort of demented wolf growl.
She's just going to smile back at it and go, this is going to be fun. And then that's it.
You done? Cool. It's go. It's going to look at you. And as it's doing its half-hearted wolf growl, it's going to look at you and it's going to open bare fangs, and the fangs are razor sharp, dripping with blood. Looks like it's feasted on something very recently. And it will chow down on you with a bite attack.
Misses.
It hasn't got pack tactics, which is annoying. And yeah, it does this. Damn, I can't believe you rolled a 1 on a d6. It was a good roll. Amberus, take the stand.
Okay then. Going to take movement to here, and then it's going to cast Chromatic Orb, first level at it, fire damage if it hits.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Hang on.
Oi! First natural
Jesus
20 of the night.
Christ. Hang on.
You've been really good with your natural 20s past week or so, Sean.
I accidentally
Yeah.
removed the
Yeah,
character.
I'm actually terrified to turn my to start my
sorry.
car soon. Hold on,
Because
what's-
You know what I forgot to do.
yeah,
forgot to do.
I feel like as soon as I turn it on, it's just going to explode and going up in flames.
Thank you for seeing what I didn't. Not a problem at all.
Yes. That's you talking in character, yeah, if you want to, yeah. Right, I just realised I've missed markout. Hang on. Crit anyway, right, yeah, so what's that? That's
Burn.
32 damage. How do you want to do
Yeah,
it?
all fire.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
Yeah. Okay. here's how it goes. Ambrose takes a few steps to the side so he's not got anyone in line of sight. He just waves his hands, just chanting a few words, and then a ball of red energy just launches out of his hands, almost like he's shot putting it at it.
Mhm.
You know, the from the shoulder type action, and it's just going to hit it and set it on fire.
So as you shoot it with your chromatic orb, the fire it materializes in thin air and shoots across as you say some arcane words, and it hits the direwolf with an almighty impact. And then you hear a whimper as the fur sizzles and the wolf is just lying in a heap of just smouldering corpse. We are done.
Yeah. Whilst that was happening, blue flames started to appear out of his eye sockets.
Oh dear.
Okay.
And there's also some blood just dribbling
Oh,
down
go on.
from his from his tear ducts, which he quickly
Hey
wipes
there,
away.
dragon.
I'm not crying.
I'm not
Blood, I
crying. You
swear.
are.
I swear it's blood. I'm not crying.
So
Very interesting.
there you have just defeated the direwolf that's just straight upon your path. It could have got that could have been even worse than what it was.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I'm betting it could have.
Kafara, she rolled the dice. Okay,
Hey.
so doing anything else, or are you just going to carry on walking?
We should carry on.
I'm
I
not
would
going
like
to carry
to-
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still getting caught up in this conversation about the Shadakai. Because as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, every single one of you are races I've not come across. I might have, but
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had. So you're all very
Right. So
what's the word? Intriguing to me.
Yeah.
you travel another half an hour. Amara, are you able to roll some dice? Amara, yeah. Mark, are you able to do some a D12 and a D8 for me, or?
Yeah.
He's not in all 20.
Oh, he was. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll,
he's
it
been
looks like
dropping in and out.
Yeah.
I'll do it for him.
All
Eight.
Penumbra pretty much that tells you is that the Shadakai are basically the original
Elves.
followers of the Raven Queen. She doesn't go in full detail, but you know that she's from the Shadowfell. Some
Born
Shadakai,
emotionless.
some Shadakai are not very nice, but they're not all like that. So don't judge.
Yeah. What?
You know, she says she's basically, because she gushes over the Raven Queen because she loves her that much. She's basically saying she's not evil. She's just a queen of
Nice.
the
Just doing a job.
just doing a She, you know, death is inevitable. And we should
Inevitability.
embrace it. And she just does her bidding. You know, giving her queen trinkets and
Whilst this is going on,
stuff.
Ambrose is trying to keep going back to the fact of why are you born emotionless, and why do you have emotions if that's the case?
Hang on, notes. Let me look at my notes. There's a reason for it.
So, as you're discussing, you're hearing hoofs hitting the ground.
Hey, I'd like to be more towards up here. Having a conversation.
You hear a horse galloping towards you.
Oh, that's it.
Through the mist comes a skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern that sheds no light, and it is just charging on the outside. Doo-doo,
Oh, not good.
doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. You do anything?
Is
Is
it
it
looking
looking
like
at
it-
us?
Yeah.
It's
if
just
it's
looking. It's
passing.
looking forward, holding a lantern up, and it's just charging straight towards you. Well,
I mean,
Past us.
yeah, it's a weird encounter, but if it's not bothering with us, I don't think.
I'm basically getting ready for an attack.
doo-doo, doo-doo. If no one interacts with it, it just passes you.
Well, that was strange.
Very interesting place.
This road is really spooky.
Spooky.
It may be spooky, but at least there's only been one wolf so far.
Yes,
And I know I've jinxed it.
Ambrose, you're one of the dragon folk, correct?
Mm-hmm. I would
Can
not
you-
have guessed.
Can you do the fire thing, the mouth thing?
Maybe.
What is it? Fire? Is it?
It is fire.
Ooh,
It burns. Not me.
I always wondered.
No. No fire. Not yet.
I got fire.
Yeah, you want fire? To be fair, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No, they'll understand what you're talking about. All right. You travel for another half an hour as that weird encounter just happened. It was a ghostly rider that just bolted straight past you. Looks like it was just dedicated just to go, and it went. So let's go back to Wolf for a D12 and a D8, please.
Absolutely.
So
12
1 hour, 2
and
hours, 3
8.
hours, 3.5 hours. I think.
50? 15?
16.
16.
Ooh, D6, please.
Corona. Decent.
Yeah.
Oh, a
what
6. Here we go.
Oh,
What
shit.
was Pen saying?
I found it actually. I'm just waiting until I don't know if Dan's doing anything.
Yeah. So she's walking
Um,
along.
She basically says, due to being in the Shadowfell for so long, the Shadow Kai grow bitter, grim-natured, and troubled, and sometimes tainted by darkness. But because she's always in and out of the Shadowfell, she never stays in one place.
It
That's
doesn't
why
have
she
time to
keep-
corrupt.
Yeah, but they're nearly devoid of emotion. They're not completely devoid.
Ah.
Uh-huh. But
Now that makes more sense.
yeah. But she's like, they're not all of us are like that. Some of us do enjoy the weird and wonderful worlds of the material plane.
Okay.
I take a lot of interest in all of you. You all pique my interest. I've never met people like you before.
I've met a lot of people.
So
Not as weird as her, though.
you hear as you're walking and talking, you hear a deep voice calls out, "Who goes there?"
Nobody.
Wolfgang?
Through the
Yeah,
chill
Ambrose will
mist,
call out nobody.
you see a large man in drab clothing wearing a tattered grey cloak. He has shaggy black hair and thick mutton chops. He leans heavily on a spear and has a small bundle of animal pelts slung over his shoulder. As he walks out of the mist, he walks towards you.
I'm going to look at
And now I
Ikithara
see
and
it.
Wolfgang, and I'm going to go, I hope that's not wolf pelts he's carrying.
I'll turn to him and I'll say, "Who goes there?"
Drag or drab. Drag or drab.
Okay. Goes, "Oh, no, just a weary traveller walking the roads that basically out hunting for food and wares to sell and trade in the village of Barovia, just down the road. However, I see that you're travelling from the Outlands coming into the village of Barovia. You travel alone? Just you group?
Just us
Perhaps.
for now.
You look like you're armed. Have you got any silvered weapons on you at all, or anything like that? Are they just steel? What sort of weapons you got?
What?
Yes,
Do you need to
steel.
know?
I'm just curious, you know. I'm just wondering. You never know these paths, what you run across.
Why do you need to know if they're silvered?
I'm just
Is silver offensive to you or something?
no, not at all. I have
Number holds her hands up like I have my weapons right here.
They don't look silvered to me.
no.
Nope.
No, the reason why I ask is you never know what's on these roads. You get weird, wonderful beasts come out and attack. I'm just wondering if you're prepared. That's all.
So far, you're the weirdest encounter we've met on this road.
Well, that's a good thing then.
Coming out of the trees like that, you could have. It's a good job you met us and not hot-headed individuals.
Everyone.
They would have strung you with their bow.
I've yet to find someone who is hot-headed that I am worried about. I'm just here to make sure that the people that are walking these roads are safe and they are carrying the appropriate weapons. And all I ask is, are you silvered or not?
We are not silvered.
You're not silvered.
We are not.
Shame. Would have been nice to be silvered.
But you just sounded like you were offering us.
Have you anything to trade?
Come and see my wares.
Hang on a minute. Where's GM there? Thank you. Right, is this a flippable thing? Yes, it is. Nope, that's not what I want to do, Daniel. Hang on a minute. 2.
Sounds silver to me.
3, 4, 5, 6. Put that down here. Let's just flip that around to toggle out.
What on earth is that?
What the frick?
That's like a grey-skinned male.
What is wrong with that guy's face?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit paranoid myself.
I don't normally give this advice to anyone, but I think you need a bit of sun, my friend.
To be fair, all the time you've been in here, sun is not something that is common.
She's happy about that. She doesn't like the sun herself. Ugh. Disgusting. Who
And
needs vitamin D?
And he turns around and he goes, "Yeah, so you're just travellers that walk this road, yes? You're heading towards Barovia, the village of Barovia,
We are.
and you're not carrying silvered weapons as you've just said."
Correct.
No.
Can we stop with the 20 questions?
Would we like silver weapons? If it's necessary, we will take silver weapons.
Why would I
If you
give
say
you
it's so-
silver weapons? And as he says that, you see him hunch over. As he's hunching over, he's holding his stomach, and he's writhing out in pain as his jaw elongates. His hair starts to grow at an incredible rate, and he starts to turn. And as he starts to turn, he lets out an almighty howl. But before it's like he's still a bit humanoid. As he does that, you hear a whistle, and then it turns into a howl as he goes into it. We've got an initiative to go on now.
Do you want to re-roll initiative?
Yes, we'll do it again.
Oh, what's that?
Oh. So
What on earth was that noise?
That was me getting excited for a nat 20 on a fucking initiative roll.
Initiative, like you did last time.
Fire aimed death it is.
Oh, come on! 5 again!
I'm glad you've come round, Kithara.
What is it with this? I had 5 last time.
Hey, 21, nice.
21.
I'm cursed with initiative.
Will's got 2 twice.
Hang on a minute. I'm supposed to be rolling.
You just rolled 2 nat 1s on werewolf and then 5. Either that's
Hang on a minute. I made a mistake.
a lot of werewolves.
How do you? Hang on a minute. I'm being an idiot. 1 second. Twat. Excuse me.
Excuse my French.
Meh.
Meh.
Whisper toggle, please. Thank you. I've got to close it as well.
Ha.
Right, let's try that. So, how many now I got? Yep. Okay, that one. We'll do.
I think my luck is about to run out.
Still did it. Why did it? Ah, fuck it.
Who's saying?
Fuck it. Right. Look at it later. So, Wolfgang, you just had this guy come up to you.
Ignore this initiative roll, by the way.
Brad, yes, this is Curse of Strahd. We're doing
Oh, you just
the
beat me to that.
setting for Curse of Strahd. I was bullied into doing it.
No. I didn't.
I'm having fun. Apart from the technical issues I had at the start, but I'm having fun.
Sorry, I gotta sneeze first.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, you had to.
Stop you from doing it.
Gone now.
Good.
So
Look at that stream.
I'm gonna walk up to it as far as I can go.
Yep.
And I'll say, I can't really hit him, so I'm gonna yeet my javelin at him.
Yeet.
Oh no, that's not gonna do it, is it?
Just misses.
Okay.
He deflects it with a claw and it just shatters your javelin to the right.
And I'll say,
He snarls at
Okay.
you as he's still transforming into a wolf.
if you wanna play that game, let's even the odds. And my arm hair starts to grow. My fingernails start to grow. And my teeth start to grow as well.
This music.
Uh-oh.
And yeah.
Dan, I was meant to say the DM.
Huh? So you're just...
Even the playing fields with him.
We've
that,
got a werewolf
I-
among us then.
I gain 5 temporary hit
How's that
points.
flash?
Oh wait, hold on. When you shift, you gain 5 temp HP and additional benefits. Okay. So I now have 5 temporary hit points.
Shifter.
Oh, your character sheet was on private.
Yeah, it was. And that's why it was male human for the longest time, because I wanted to keep that bit of edge.
Stuff I want. There it is.
Yeah, so now I'm werewolf-esque.
Okay, so that's your go done.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, Kafara. What are you going to do, Kafara? After she's typed a million questions.
Blow everything up.
You want to stroke it, yeah?
Good doggy. Look at myself laughing. I sound like a cackling witch.
Oh,
Fits the
God,
character.
hiccups.
Fits the character.
Pretty much.
Oh my God.
You can just click on the screen, yeah.
I'd like to try and kill a female wolf and just look at Wolfgang and go, "Is this your auntie?"
No, that's my mama. That over there is my auntie.
Hang on, hang on.
Hang on to what?
Bum, 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 bum. I mean, let's be honest, you should have seen it coming. My name is literally Wolfgang,
Yeah.
and I like
True.
wolves.
Werewolves are better than vampires.
Yeah. And depending on what universe you're in, a vampire can be killed by a wolf bite.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
actually.
Just depends on what universe you're in.
It was literally, I just thought, let's do something more for shock value than. So I was like, I'll be I genuinely didn't think I'd do it this session, but then a werewolf versus a werewolf fight has got to be.
Yeah. You just gotta hope that none of one else gets turned into a werewolf. This is the one game that I don't want it to happen.
On the plus side, it doesn't actually say on character sheet, but logically, can I be turned to another werewolf?
So,
It wouldn't be classed as turning into a werewolf. It'd probably be classed as enhancing your
right, Kafara,
current status.
Kafara walks forward and it's the same action again. She pulls her hands out and says some arcane words and starts to erupt flame in each of her hands as the tattoos on her arm ignite. And as she does so, she shoots fire towards Wolfgang and the werewolf. As she does that, it molds and sculpts around Wolfgang as it engulfs him but hits the werewolf. So I'm going to roll a dexterity saving throw for the werewolf. So where's my dexterity saving throw?
Not a nice grin.
Natural 1.
Oh.
So it takes 13 fire damage as you scorch its bum. Hang on, I've got something for this. Could have been worse. You could not have sculpted it and burnt your ass as well.
Oh, what's that? Resistant to fire. Oh, okay. Nice. I'll need that then.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right, that's no mark. Okay, so you move 15 feet. You casted a spell as an action. You have 15 more feet of movement if you really wish to. And I've seen your bonus actions. I don't think you can do any bonus actions. No. So you're going to move away. Right, cool. Right, this one. So, to your left, you see emerge from... This is weird music. What the hell's going on here? You see emerging from the mist 5, 10, a human figure, a female. 10. And it starts using its action as it writhes back in pain, screams. So it's 15-foot movement. Let's change you to you as it turns into a wolf. Then it will move 5, 10, 15. So it's 30 feet.
Hello.
And that will go there. It's done its action. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna change this. This is annoying me now.
Do you know when, like, really, like, cheerful songs get covered into like minor keys.
Yeah.
It's that's exactly how it feels.
Right. Okay. This is why I need this subscription so badly. I could have like tailored it. I actually found it for Strahd as well. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Right. Get out of the way, thing. The wolf in front of you leaps towards you, and as it leaps with a claw and tries to slash down on you. With a 16 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
That'll be 10 slashing damage as it
So-
breaks across your chest.
Take that, and then 5 damage.
That was max damage. Oh, Jesus. Then it will then bite down on you as a secondary attack.
Yeah,
15
that
hit.
hits.
It's another 10 piercing damage. You are still a humanoid, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I need a con save, please.
I mean, it confuses me. Because I technically have that. I did roll, it was a 3. It didn't come up though.
You're not technically a what's the word? Lycanthrope. You're either a descendant of that, or you have minor druidic properties of shapeshifting.
Oh, okay.
That's what the actual on shifters is.
So now I have werewolf lycanthropy.
So you said you got a 3, what total?
Yeah, 1 plus 2.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, fine. Right, that's its turn now.
Oh, bear in mind, I didn't do a save, I did a check, but it's fine, I'll stick with 3. I don't mind. I'll take it.
It was a constitution save.
Let's see if it will actually do it now.
Oh,
Oh, see, that time I got an 18. And it actually rolled for some reason. Why didn't it do check?
Hang on, did you?
Yes.
So we'll take that roll because I see it.
Yeah, whenever I roll checks, it doesn't come up. If I roll saves, it does.
Question.
Is it okay to turn the music down a little bit?
Yeah.
It's a bit low.
Got too loud.
Cheers, Dan.
But just for thingy.
Dan, John, have you got another Roll20 tab open?
No, I've only got 1.
As I think that if you had, that might have been it.
For some reason, it'll roll saves on Roll20, but it won't roll checks. But I've just sent a photo now of my previous rolls.
Oh god, another one.
Another one.
I was just about to have Margot and I was like, whoa, what?
I'll try to help out, but I don't think it's going to be doing much.
So another male figure comes out of the mist. Yes, we are. And as it's legging towards you, it transforms, leaps towards Penumbra. And that's its turn. It's your turn, Penumbra.
Okay. I don't really want to waste key points yet, if I'm honest. And if I'll go out of the way. Okay, so it's gonna be like this, is it?
Just got your picture.
Yeah. It didn't roll checks for some reason, I don't know why.
John, I can tell you why. It doesn't work properly with stuff like that. You'd have to turn that off at times.
Why is that?
Okay.
So I still have to use a key point if I want to disengage.
Unless you want to sacrifice your action.
Yeah. Oh, so I could sacrifice an action to disengage.
disengage.
Oh yeah, cool. Action in combat. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that yet. Oh fuck it. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit this one. once. The one that's just popped out in front. Full.
It hits.
And then I'm going to spend a key point and I'm going to do flurry of blows on it.
Okay.
Let me mark my key points off.
Hits.
I said twice, but it's not come up. Where does it come up? There we go. Wait!
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, crit. Nice. Yes.
And
Nice.
I'm gonna let it take a reaction against me. I'm gonna, well, both of them. Shit, no.
Did
Bollocks.
you do a bonus action attack?
Yeah, bonus action flurry of blows.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Yep.
You can do a bonus action single strike as well, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stay there. They're gonna attack me anyway, so I'll stay there. And just go. Anybody would like to help?
Well, I would. It's not my turn yet.
And that's it. That's me. Action, bonus action, and 1 key point down.
Another human figure emerges from the mist. He's standing back and watching his companions do what he needs to do. Amberus, your turn.
I'm going to start with this guy right here, and I'm going to do another chromatic orb, but this time at 2nd level,
Okay.
for lightning damage this time,
Lightning.
should
okay.
it hit. 14. Does that hit?
14 hits, yes.
Yes, thank God.
To which
13
one?
lightning damage. The one on the right, the closest one to me.
This one.
Yeah. And Ambrose is just going to be very angry, and if it was a cat, his tail would be up and puffed out, but it's definitely looking. If it was a cat, it would definitely be in raised tail. Yeah, like that, hissing and all that. I don't know why I'm likening him to a cat. He's a Dragon Ball, but he's definitely hissing. Yeah,
Very cat-like then.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Two more
He's not a cat, but he's not a crazy cat guy.
emerge from the side of the road that they come out of the mist.
Shit. Okay.
And they're looking at their companions. They're like, yeah.
My special one.
So the end of
A little bit early.
that round, you hear clip clapping of horses coming from behind you as they come out of the mist. You see a cart. It looks like a gypsy wagon. You know, the ones that with the fabric over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. They come out and you see some well-dressed, elegantly dressed
Ardo.
human males and females come running out. And then you start hearing them go, "What are you doing, fools? Get away! Get away! Hush, goosh!" Hang on, let me get the people. Let me get them in. Let's change this to this. It's still raining, as you can tell. Hang on, I need to find them. Okay, maybe not. Okay. One moment while I go get them.
I'll be right back. I need to pee.
Yeah, I was gonna go for a break after this anyway. It's only a week. Just going to set this up and then tell you the scene, and then we'll go from there. Because apparently I'm really bad at finding these. There it is. There we go. So many happening. You see some well elegantly dressed figures walk out of the mist as they start shouting, "Shoo! Go away!" The wolves, they all scour. The humanoids on on the left side disappear into the mist. Hang on a minute.
Attack of opportunity.
This one is going to run off, and obviously, yes, we'll get an attack of opportunity, and takes it, and runs off into the mist. This one runs off.
Attack of opportunity, but no one's there at the
Yeah,
minute.
quick, Jeb, get your attacks of opportunity.
She's not here at the minute.
Yep, hang on. I'm just running back up the stairs.
She can only do one anyway, so.
Yeah. Can I do the one that I've already hit?
Yes, that's the one that
Okay. Whew. Ouch. Cramp. An armor strike. Okay. Oh,
Yep, takes it.
cool.
And as he runs off. Alright, with that said, we're going to take a minute or two so I can go for a wee. Alright, we'll take a break.
Sweet.
Cool.
Back in a moment so we can
Here. Oh, no, that still doesn't work. There we go.
It's all a bit hectic at the moment. All you're doing is walking to the village.
I know.
A couple of thunder strikes hit the ground. So, let's get back into the action then. As you got interrupted by these well-dressed individuals shooed away the werewolves. They go up to you and go, you look like you needed some help. Are you, have any of you been bitten?
I'm just going to look at Wolfgang and then look back and go, no, we're fine.
I think we could do with a bit of help.
So, I tell you what, for a price of 100 gold, we'll be your guides.
Whoa! Oh,
No,
you
not a
to where
chance.
you
Go on,
need to
move
go.
along. Move along.
But if you don't, you know,
Not for 100 gold.
you'll get eaten.
And
I'll take that chance for 100 gold.
That's a fair price.
About 10 gold.
You've known these roads. They're horrible to someone.
Gold each from us, that's all you're getting.
A gold. Please. 50 gold. And in that way, I'll take you to your destination and you won't get bothered by any of these wolves that are loitering around these misty walkways.
Yeah, I'm again with the stupidity. I do not trust these people, but
Again, I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna say I've dealt with people like this. Look at us. Do we look like the type of people to carry 100 gold around with us?
You never know. Tell you what, that nasty gash in your chest is saying something though, isn't it?
Well, I'm used to them.
I reckon that's worth 100 gold.
What, you want it?
No.
I could bite you for 100 gold. I mean, look at me. You think I can... I won't bite hard?
I'm so confused all of a sudden.
Yeah, me too. So,
I'm just playing the look at my teeth. Can you not tell that I will bite you?
Yeah, but where did that come into the conversation?
ting are we?
I'm just stating our place. We can we can hold our own. We don't need to pay 100 gold for these guys to potentially run off with it. None of us carry 100 gold.
Oh, Kisara, what's an insight check?
yeah, so you are
Terrible.
D&D Beyond. What are
Been
you
a pain.
What are you actually inside? Okay. Okay. So you find your insight skill on roll 20, D&D Beyond, and then you hit the dice. Go on to your roll 20 and it should say advantage. Well, not
I
advantage.
like it.
10.
Oh, sorry.
So
I like Amara's style.
By the way, I wasn't going to give him 2 gold, really. I would have probably took 2 gold from their pockets.
Give them 1, take 3 back.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
as you look over the characters, they definitely look like they don't need any gold. 100%.
Efficient and sleight of hand, y'all.
And they look like they do this a lot to get the gold. Right, so
Empress is going to speak to them, say, you look like... can we all tell that they don't look like they need it, by the way?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Amber's just going to just say, you look like you're wealthy enough as it is. And who are you to really decide if we need your help or not? We may need it, but that's no way to start negotiations or a friendly conversation. Thank you for saving us, but why would we really trust you straight away? You may have saved us, but it was almost too easy.
How do we know that those werewolves, those humanoid wolves, you don't know werewolf, humanoid wolves don't work for you? And this is your little
Yeah, that's a good
Scam.
point.
Scheme.
That's a good point.
So,
But
just to
before
clarify,
we answer that, before that's answered, what are you? What are your people? Are you humans, elves, dwarves?
we're the Vistani.
Oh shit!
We're known as the Vistani, and we're the
Tax collectors.
gypsies of this town.
Bollocks.
If that's
Don't
the case,
shrink me, gypsy.
if that's the case, maybe you can help us for no gold.
that really don't sound like a deal they would make.
Don't like where this is going. What are you trying to say?
It's no threat. It's more like a friendly bit of chatting.
Okay.
Do you have any work that needs to be done? Maybe
We may or
could
may
pay
not
him
have been
job.
sent here.
We do free work for you, maybe. Like what Wolfgang just said.
Yeah, we may or may not have been sent here by a few people. Who's got the letter?
Have children among you? Yes.
We all got a letter.
Yeah,
I say, did we all have an individual letter, or was it one group
one letter.
It
Oh,
was a group letter.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Who has the letter?
I suppose I did, since I opened it up.
yeah, pen
Okay,
opened it.
And
I'll pass it to
gonna-
Amberus.
Fine, Ambrose will walk up to you and take it and
There is
walk over to the Vistani. Recognize the crest?
Yeah, that's Strahd's crest.
Yeah. We were given a tarot card reading. And we were
Yeah.
given some information on some things we might need to find.
What, from Madame Eva?
Who?
Madame Eva?
That person was not mentioned. But
Okay.
the Vistani were.
Okay.
Would you be willing to guide us for 5 gold? Just like down the road on the left or something? We can make our own way there.
I'm intrigued at why the Vistani was mentioned.
Your guess is as good as ours. So, what do you say? 5 gold?
I'm gonna have to agree with Kithara here. Like, what are you doing?
Ambrose is doing what Ambrose is doing.
Excuse
So,
me.
so this tarot reader, was he a Vistani?
Doubtful.
Yes.
I would think he
Damn it.
was.
The person who provided this letter was. He looked. This is a question out of character.
Mhm.
Did this person look like a Vistani compared to these lot?
Yes.
Okay. I would assume the person who provided the letter was. He was
don't-
dressed very similar to you lot.
There's a lot of us here, and a lot of us are fortune tellers. And if one of the fortune tellers is telling you a story about Vistani, I wouldn't mind hearing it. What do they say about the Vistani? Then maybe we'll talk about getting you where you need to go.
I'm going to look at everyone to see their opinions.
I look just as confused as everyone.
And
Probably, if not more.
Ambrose will not be shushed and nudged. As much as you may try.
Leo, that's alcohol. Go away. Cat.
If no one else is looking bothered either way, Ambrose will continue on doing what he's doing. There was talk of a missing child and treasure.
Missing child and a
Yes.
treasure.
And at that point, hand over the mouth.
Ambrose,
No,
please.
no, 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 no. Carry on. You can't not say nothing about. So, a Vistani child has gone missing.
I've been forcibly quieted.
Stop talking, man! Ignore my friend, he's had too many sherbets. Is there any work you would like us to do?
If-
Any worries,
Sherbets?
troubles?
Right. Stop.
In payments
Stop.
of your guidance.
Stop.
Stop!
A Vistani fortune teller has told you a story through the cards of the tarot card, and a card was flipped saying a Vistani child has gone missing, and
Not necessarily a Vistani. Just a child.
well, you said right. So you said Vistani was mentioned, and then you said a child was missing. So I put two and two together and assumed it was a Vistani child.
They were not explicit. I can't say the word now. Explicitly linked. They may
So,
be a Vistani,
Madam
but they also may not be.
Madam Eva will be able to enlighten more on that. We could take you there if you wish. But you will have to go through
Okay.
the village first.
Sure.
So what are you intending to do as you go and search for this missing child?
See where the road takes us, as all
Oh,
good travellers do.
Well, this road, if not guided, will take you to Barovia, the village of Barovia.
Okay.
So, shall we carry on?
Sure.
We'll take you. Since the
Yes.
prophecy has told us of a missing child.
Okay then. Let's be on our way.
Okay, so
And after that,
Going
if
to
we
Jeff.
all separate out, Ambrose is just going to be like, "Look, what? You lot weren't talking. So don't go shushing me."
so let's
We weren't talking.
go to the main page. Go to the map.
While we're walking with them, I want to walk behind them. Like
Yeah. Okay.
I don't trust them.
I
So
want
you
to.
have,
I want to place myself in between our party and them.
So you have an hour and a half travel left until you get to. Hang on a minute. Let's bring up my notes.
Yeah. Ambrose has popped his familiar out of existence temporarily.
Yeah, I'm back to human form.
Where are we? This one.
But I have a question just for the atmosphere. Would you say it's cold as we're walking?
It's chilly, yes. The
Yeah,
weather
okay.
don't help.
Yeah. Ambrose will be just bringing his hands to his snout, long mouth, wherever it is. And he's just going to gently use his breath to try and warm himself, because he's got a breath weapon after all. He's not using the actual charge, he's just using it to help warm his hands.
So as you're walking down, you notice in the distance some gates merging from the distance. As you're walking down with the Vistani, let me just get up the description. So the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods. On both sides of the road are high stone buttresses looming grey in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds. At their feet, they greet you only with silence. So as you're walking towards this great big structure, the gates automatically open with a screech.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that. This is a big place then.
Hmm.
That sounds eerie.
Yeah,
Hmm.
as you're riding, well, you're not riding, you're walking with the Vistani. You walk through the gates. The gates shut immediately behind the cart as it finishes. And the Vistani that was talking to you turns around and says to you, "Welcome to Barovia,
Ah.
the land of mystery. Now, just down the road is the village of Barovia. We'll be there soon, and then, if you don't mind me, we'll spend the day and the night in the village of Barovia, and then we'll head off and see our elders and talk about this missing child." As we're venturing forth, the gates shut behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking along. You've got towering trees either side whose tops are lost in the heavy grey mist. Block out all but a death grey light in the forest. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have the silence of a forgotten grave, yet exuded the feeling of an unvoiced scream. Pardon me. Jesus.
Cute.
So let's have some dice rolling quickly, just to see what happens. I just need a D12, I believe. Let me just double check. Where are you? Where are you? D12, yes. So can I have a D12 penumbra?
Well, I was looking at it. I was like, I'll be first, but nah.
So penumbra. Roll a D12 for me, please.
It is
Conundrum.
Yeah, penumbra.
That's my brother's name.
2.
Pen pal.
3d6, please.
Oh, me?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh god. 3d6.
Ooh.
Hey,
That
that's
That
not
might
too
not be
bad.
good. That might not be good.
Yeah, that might
might
not be
be
good.
just how many enemies we have to fight now.
At
Or
this
how many
level,
times lightning strikes me.
press X to now.
Or press F to pay respects.
The snapping of the sound of snapping twigs draws your attention to several dark shapes in the fog. They carry torches and pitchforks. As they come out of there's 15 of them coming out of the fog.
Right.
They are literally coming out of the forest in front of you, and they're heading towards the village of Barovia. They look like just commoners just walking down the street. They look like come out the forest, and they're heading down the road. That's all they're doing.
Oh, have they noticed us? Sorry.
No.
I will. If I've clocked that, I will let the other guys know. Sorry, I'm burping like anything. Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, sorry.
It's 11 o'clock, just so everyone's aware.
Yeah.
Oh no! I thought
I
it was
know,
only
it's just
10.
gone quicker, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy to continue a little longer if everyone else wants to.
But
if everyone wants to stop, I'm happy to
I've got a
stop.
milestone to get to. We're almost there, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let everyone know and go. Oh, look, villagers.
And the Vistani goes, it's weird. They don't normally come out of their village. They normally stay in their homes. These ones must be venturing out to find what they need. They must be running around and stuff. Alright, D12 Amberus.
What?
D12, please.
4.
As you're walking down the road for another half an hour, you hear the Vistani leader shout at you. Go, oh, watch your step! Watch your step! With that, roll a dexterity saving throw, but with advantage.
Well done. Dexterity, you say?
Yeah, saving throw, please, yeah. With advantage.
18.
Nice.
Yeesh.
So, you just avoid standing on a hunting trap that's just been seriously placed in the road.
Oh.
The leader comes up to it. It doesn't
Either way.
It really doesn't actually do much.
The orange is mostly, yeah.
So the leader comes up and he purposely makes the trap snap and he picks it up. Goes, oh, nice of them commoners to leave it there. Could have been a leg missing. And with that, I'm going to roll a d12 for the last one. With an 11. Oh, nice. Where are you?
Excuse me?
You hear a flock of ravens fly across over your head, as if a sign to say that you are close. And
So are they?
so ravens flying over by. Now with that said, you see on the horizon the village. It's getting quite late now. You've been travelling for 5 hours on this road. You've been interrupted quite a lot. And that said,
Can
you
I just
see-
ask,
Tips.
Yep.
was there any particular direction they were
Any
flying
particular
in?
direction.
Yeah.
They were flying from the forest line. So if you look, I need to move to take a token. So you're about here. You see them flying
Okay.
from the forest line, just behind you, flying towards the village. Helix and Reborn, thank you for your follow, much appreciated. During the madness, yes, thank you. I had the ding. Hang on, I got something for this. Got something new for this.
Hey.
Hey! Thank you. Yeah, they're flying towards the village, and they must be about 12, 13, 14 of them, just literally flying over the village. Kaifara, no, you can't really tell. They go past. And
Okay. I'm
as
going to keep
you're
an eye on.
As you're venturing through the plains now, you're not in a forestry area. You see a river running to your left, and then you see a plains going out to the forest. And as it starts to open up, you can start to see buildings in the distance of the village of Barovia.
Is it a particularly large village, or is it quite
It's
small?
fairly large. Let me see if I've got an indication of how big it is in front of me.
I was just going by the gates. If the gates are that big, surely
These
possibly
gates.
quite big.
Yeah,
But
it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Picturing them from. Oh no, I can't say because. Spoilers. Spoilers, I can't say nothing.
So
Do you have knowledge you should not know?
Oh no, not about this, no.
Oh, something else.
you see,
Yeah.
as you're approaching, you're really close to it. It is a fairly large a village, quite small compared to the area around you. And as you're walking up, you start to see the tall shapes loom out of the dense fog, as if it's like hiding there and waiting to spring on you. The fog surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones as you're starting to get to more civilization. The tall shapes become recognisable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. And with that said, we'll pick it up whenever we decide to play it next time. Which is probably
This
tomorrow.
is so
That's what I'm saying.
cool.
Bastard.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I might have my Sirenscape ready then. But yes. Yay!
This has been really good, Dan. I love it.
Mm.
Ooh.
It's just flown by, man.
And I do appreciate the follow, Helix and Reborn. I'll try our hardest. Right. And we'll finish off with a few thunderclaps in the distance.
Is that it? No.
Alright guys, thank you very much for watching today. If you are unfortunate enough to miss the majority of the stream, don't worry about it. Within 24 hours it will be on my YouTube channel. You can catch everything on YouTube, as well as all my previous streams I've done. I have many different gameplay videos on there that you can watch at your leisurely pace. And I would appreciate if you could just like, subscribe, follow, and get me out there. If I hit my 50 follow target, I will do a personal one shot just for the viewers only, and it's just for the viewers. This has been pretty interesting and weird for me, because I don't normally like playing pre-built stuff, because I like to make my own story, I like to play my own story. I don't like reading as much. But hey, we're getting into it, slowly getting there. We had a bit of a hiccup at the start, but we managed to get into it. And we're slowly improving, and as we see, we venture forth. This game is not a regular game, it's just a filler, as the regular DMs are not available to run their real game. So as today, normally it would be the Wild West with Phil, but he's lucky and he's managed to go off and have a good break with his family. Tomorrow we would normally have Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition with the errant Filigree, the wizard, cowardly wizard, DM'd by Sam, but unfortunately they are moving, so they will not be able to support that session tomorrow. But I have been coaxed into playing another one of these Strahd games, which I'm not going to be too worried about. I'm happy to play. So tomorrow will be substituted with Strahd, and then on Tuesday we'll be going to the PlayStation, doing a bit more Last of Us 2, chasing that platinum, hopefully getting the last collectibles and go from there. Excuse me. Then on Wednesday, hopefully we'll be playing Mark's game, which will be Tyrell, which is the healing cleric, and he doesn't just heal wounds, he heals your mind as well. And then on Thursday, I'm not sure what's happening Thursday yet. It'll either be a D&D session or a PlayStation session. I'll tell you what, one second, I can ask the team right now, one moment. So I've just conversed with the team, and we've agreed that on Thursday will be another Dungeons & Dragons game. Highly likely going to be Strahd, because everyone seems to like it. I don't know why. Not that good of a DM, to be fair. So, and on Friday, it will be Dungeons and Dragons again, but it will be with Okran, the Fey Touched. It will be the level 15 Paladin Bard, where he will go out and hopefully find his sea legs and recover the box that controls the beast that is attacking the circle of the sea, which is the druids of the sea that Tiny is that is following. Thank you, Brad. Yeah, I like to go above and beyond, and the above and beyond kind of frustrates me because it doesn't always work. I.e., Sirenscape should be a lot better than what it is. I've just got the basic package, but next session it shouldn't be. But yeah, on Saturday is going to be a PlayStation game, probably Last of Us 2, hopefully finishing it this week, and then on but we will also have the Pokemon session with my children. So my wonderful sons will be joining us, and we'll be opening some Pokemon packs live on air, and we'll be talking about them, see who gets the best pulls out of the packs, and then we have got a little friendly family competition going along. Whoever has the best Pokemon card wins, and at the end of the opening sessions that we have, we will then decide who wins a prize, and that prize will go to that person who opens the most packs. Unfortunately, I think I'm forfeited from winning the prizes, because last Saturday, just ever watch on YouTube, I did open some phenomenally good cards, one of them being one of the high value cards from that set, and I was like, I can't have this, it's not fair on my children, because the stream is primarily going to be aimed towards my sons, and it's when we start getting revenue in for it, if we ever do get revenue in for it, it's going to go towards autism anyway, so it's going to be a specially dedicated stream. Then on Sunday we should have our DM back for Wild West, Phil, and we will do some Wild West with Hamatsa, the shaman, which is going to be interesting. So yes, that's the schedule for the week. Again, I cannot thank you much to for your viewing today. God, I'm getting tired now, and I appreciate you joining us today, and hit that follow button if you are new. It will help me get my goals, and I appreciate that. So without further ado, good evening, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.